Welcome, folks. All right, let me go ahead and tweet this real quickly. All right. On the spot, man. Just a quick little one for you guys. Mr. President, welcome. Welcome, Mr. President. Guys, again, gonna have a quick little live chat. Got some downtime. So I figure I'd go ahead and give you guys a chance to answer some more questions for you guys for the people I didn't answer the other night. What should the Yankees do about El Gary? Nothing. Let him be. Let him be, and hopefully he gets going. Where were you in that vid where you were shivering? Which video is that? What video am I driving? Oh, where I was driving. I was driving on my way to a radio interview. Actually, home first and then to a radio interview. Where's the Lion King review coming? It is coming very, very soon. I'm actually going to start doing more things like that on my channel. One second, guys. I'm going to start doing more things like that on my channel when I'm doing just like reviews and things like that. So I want to kind of open it up to just be expanding on more things. The Lion King kind of hit home though, man, because it's a movie I love as a kid. And seeing the new one, I feel like I need to review it and let people know. So it's gonna be fun. Hopefully you guys will tune in for those videos too, and not just see me as this baseball guy. All right, folks, real quick. Yes, Albert Abreu. I am gonna get to Albert Abreu real quickly. Nothing new. Nothing new here. People act like this is some major hit. It sucks in a way, but Albert Abreu is never healthy. So Albert Abreu being injured here is not a big deal. And I hate saying that it's not a big deal. It is because of the timing. But Albert Abreu being injured is not something that has just come out of nowhere and has been tragic for the Yankees. Teams are going to be interested in him. But nothing does he do to change much, if you ask me. Chances on a Ray deal going down, good. I think Robbie Ray is one of the prime targets for the New York Yankees. I really believe that. Everybody I speak to, like I said in my tweet today, not a lot of guys. I've added about one or two more, so I probably speak to about a good 5 people. One that I really trust, and the other ones give me decent information. They've been right, but they've also been wrong, which is fine. But one of the people that out of all those guys, they all believe the Yankees are going to be a prime target for Robbie Ray. So we'll see. And remember, again, Mike Hazen and Brian Cashman get along really well. They make a lot of deals together. So they know each other's systems very well. Hazen knows the Yankees system very well. So it'll be very interesting. People are on my chat thanking Donald Trump in here. I love you guys, man. I absolutely love every one of you guys in these chats. You guys are all the best, man. Ray and Bradley, I would do that deal in the heartbeat. I would be all over that deal. Hey, Pete, big fan. I've been watching since you were NYY News and Felix wasn't on it. Who do you think it is the most likely pitcher to join the Yankees? Well, quick correction. NYY News has always been Felix's site. He wasn't making videos at a time where I was making videos for his program, which was NYY News. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That is awesome. You've been watching for that long. Who do I think is the most likely pitcher to join the Yankees? I still say that I think Robbie Ray, based off what I know, is the guy. But I really hope personally for me that they get Madison Bumgarner. I think Madison Bumgarner is by far the best guy to get. Did you know that one of the Yankees bullpen coaches was Robbie Ray's pitching coach? Yes, Mike Harkey was Robbie Ray's pitching coach. I want to say in 2015, I believe, was the year that Mike Harkey was with Arizona. And the best thing, if you guys did not listen to my podcast with MLB Marathon, look on my Twitter and find it. It has been amazing. You could even look up MLB Marathon, Simonetti source on YouTube, and you should be able to find a podcast on MLB Marathon site. Just a great podcast. We talked way longer than expected. It was really good. And we talk about that, about Robbie Ray. And one of the things I liked most that Mike Harkey said about Robbie Ray is he said that he's very coachable. He's a guy who wants to get better. He knows there's negatives about his game. He knows there's things he got to work on and get better, but he's open to that. I love hearing stuff like that. Torres taking it to right center in BP. He should be. He should be. Adams Holder Ford for Robbie Ray? No, that is nowhere near a deal. Donald Trump says, Peter, I'm working on the... Sir! Oh, man. Do you think they could get Robbie Ray's base on balls per 9 down? Let me tell you something. Whoever figures out Robbie Ray, here's my concern. What if Robbie Ray goes to the Astros? Another power pitcher who already strikes guys out. Imagine those strikeout numbers going up and the walks going down. Terrifying. Terrifying to think about. So if the Yankees, and look, remember, there's advanced scouting. There's Tim Nearing. There's all these guys around Brian Cashman that know baseball. They've been after this guy for years. So, folks, again, I'm not tooting my own horn. Nobody has spoke about Robbie Ray and telling you 2 years ago, the Yankees love this guy. They've been all over him. They've been trying to get him, but me. Now you're hearing the mainstream guys say what I told you guys 2 years ago. The Yankees love him because I believe they know, they've seen something where they feel like they can really change this guy around a little bit, a little tweaking, to make this guy really be a legitimate 2 or 1. Do I think he could be that immediately? Probably not, and that's probably unfair, realistically. Could he come over and dominate? Yeah, I mean, he pitched a very good game against the Orioles. I know it's the Orioles. He did allow 2 homers, but he kind of showed who he is right now. He'll give up a homer. You got to hope there's solo homers. He'll walk some guys, but he'll strike a ton of guys out and make guys look stupid. We've seen all of that in that game. If you have not watched that game, go watch his last start, which probably is his last start, versus the Orioles. Ethan says Boyd is criminally underrated. Wow. Ethan, with some real deal baseball knowledge. Good for you, Ethan. Yes, I agree. I am shocked by how many Yankee fans really dislike Boyd. I don't get it. Who do we have that is much better? Who do we have that is striking out the type... ER guys, look, come on, man. The guy's getting better. I'm not saying this is an ace. I'm not saying he's this great guy. But Yankee fans flat out say he's not good. He wouldn't help them. This guy is continuously getting better year after year. What are you doing?
Can you lower that fire?
Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me.
Should you go outside with the rain? That's what I thought.
Sorry, folks. I'm being rudely interrupted. Thank you.
Watch yourself.
Just go somewhere else.
Watch yourself.
You fucking plantain.
Watch yourself, Lizelle.
Unbelievable. I gotta get the... All right. My old man is cooking up meatballs. Think we can get 28? Possibly. Possibly. Now you're getting Plantano power. Unbelievable. Really, Eddie? You're killing me, Eddie. Here comes the domestic. No, but really, Matt Boyd is really good. Matt Boyd is not a bad starter. If the Yankees ended up getting him, which I don't think they do, I don't think the Tigers trade Boyd. It would be good for any team to get a guy like Matt Boyd. Again, folks, there's not... I hear... Let me go over this again real quickly. I hear this new idea of if we get this guy that puts us over the top. What in the world does over the top mean? And I'm really being honest. What is over the top? This is baseball, not basketball. You don't go out there and get 2 good guys and you're the best team in the league. You can project yourself to be much better, but you're never over the top. They're never over the top. There is no such thing as over the top. The Astros could play the Pirates, the Royals in a 7-game series and lose. It is a Sylvester Stallone movie. I agree. Over the Top's a Sylvester Stallone movie. Simple as that. I saw somewhere that the Yankees are going to get Shreve and Harvey. Had to be some nitwit on Twitter. Dark Knight Harvey to NYY for insurance and AAA. Not a horrible idea. It's not a horrible idea. Is that an answer? No. But Matt Harvey wouldn't be a terrible idea to stash in AAA. I'll give him a shot. I could see a team like Baltimore doing it. But, yeah, I mean, folks, what I mean here is not to help this team. If you want to stash him in AAA, do it. It's not to help this team. My good friend, welcome. I still think we have a chance at Bauer. Do you? I say no. I think if I'm looking at it, not as a Yankee fan. So one of the things I like to do is I see things outside of my bias when it comes to being a Yankee fan. So if I look at it from Cleveland's perspective, Cleveland's a team that year after year, they just turn it on and they get much better and they play really good baseball. So if I look at it from Cleveland's point of view, right? I trade him in the offseason. I see what you could do now, and then I trade him in the offseason. I do not think you should trade Bauer. Now, when we talk about a team like the Giants, I hear John Heyman and all these other guys coming out now saying, this team's hot. They can't give him up. Let me tell you something right now. If you are the Giants and you are a fan of the Giants, you trade Bumgarner. You can't sit on the sideline or be unsure of what you're going to do. You have to decide, are we sellers or buyers? And if we're buyers, this guy needs to be locked up. We have to re-sign Bumgarner. And I wouldn't want to wait. I will look to re-sign this guy. But the new GM of the Giants is known for breaking down teams. And the baseball executive, whatever his name is. And MLB Marathon did a very good job of making this point yesterday. He breaks teams down and rebuilds. I do not see them holding on to Madison Bumgarner. It makes zero sense. Zaidi, Zamadi, Zabidi, Zaidi, Zamadi, Zabidi, Zabadi, Sagidi, Zagadi, Zagada, Zadidi. Him, Zabidi, Zabadi, Zagadi, Zagidi, Zagadi. That guy gets it done. He's a very smart guy. He knows his baseball. He breaks teams down and rebuilds them in his own way and gets it done. So I don't see the reason why it would make sense if you're a Giants fan to hold on to Bumgarner now. If you feel you're a pretender, if you have a little bit in your heart to say we're probably not that good. Hell, look what Mike Hazen said. Mike Hazen flat out said, hey, look, we're not going to pretend that we're going to be in this thing. We're going to get rid of some guys. He basically flat out said, look, yeah, we're playing better than expected. We're somewhat in the wild card. We ain't fooled. You know what I mean? I like that. He said, we ain't fooled. We know what we're doing. We're going to have to get rid of some guys. MLB Marathon, my friends. Hey, guys, look, do me a favor. These guys are awesome. I'm happy he's on. I talked about you guys a little earlier. MLB Marathon, you guys see their comment right there. Please, if you follow me, go follow them. Click on that profile right now and listen to our podcast. I beg you, please, if you like good baseball, if you like good conversation, go sub to them right now and listen to yesterday's podcast. I will also be on their podcast after the deadline is over to recap all of baseball, not just the Yankees, but of course we'll leave something special for the Yankees. But definitely go, please subscribe to these guys, follow them on Twitter. I work with them as much as possible. They are absolutely awesome and genuine, which to me is more than anything. They genuinely appreciate how we work together. So a great partnership. As Mr. Trump says, MLB Marathon is very high energy. Love them. My complete and total endorsement. I mean, there you go. There you go. Matt Latos is the answer for the Yankees. Oh my God. Steals. Only starter I see that the Yanks will trade is Thor. Florial, Frazier, and Garcia for Thor, but knowing the Mets, everything is going to end. When you talk about the Mets, everything is going to end with, but knowing the Mets. I was fooled last year. I won't be fooled again this year. It would make all the sense in the world for the Yankees and the Mets to make a trade. It would make all the sense in the planet for the Yankees to make a trade with the Mets. But, you know the Mets. We know the Mets. We know the Mets. Meet the Mets. Know the Mets. We know them. Mike Francesa said Mets would only trade Thor to the Yankees if Glaber is the starting point. Then it's not happening. Yeah, David, I mean, it's something I put out there too about Syndergaard and the Yankees. It makes all the sense in the world. The Yankees would be all over it. They've been after him before. So it's not nothing new for the New York Yankees to be interested in a guy like Noah Syndergaard. Who wouldn't be? And if you're the Yankees and you know you may have to deal some of your better young players or players at the major league level, it would make all the sense in the world to trade for a guy like Syndergaard, who's going to be there for years to come. And, the Yankees could resign. So that would make a lot of sense for what the Yankees are doing. Greinke has Yankees on the no-trade list, and the Yankees aren't going to go near Zach Greinke. I see a lot of people bring this up. I would be utterly shocked. I will get on this live chat and tell you guys flat out, I am shocked if the Yankees got a guy like Greinke. I would be absolutely shocked. I think if Greinke goes anywhere, it would be the Phillies. I think the Phillies would make the most sense for a guy like Greinke. Mets lost when Wheeler got in on the IL, so only hope for them is Thor, but also PETA. What do you think of trading Stanton for Cano? Oh my God, DJ Steels. You're killing me, Steels. You're killing me, Steels. Bananas. Bananas. Bananas, Steel. You're killing me. You're killing me. What are you doing, Ellsbury for Cueto? Ellsbury's not going nowhere. Ellsbury's going to have to be bought out of his deal, and that's it. Urshela or Andujar? Wow. Wow. Look, I'm a huge fan of Miguel Andujar as a hitter. Okay, we know the defense. Miguel Andujar's only problem, we know it, is that he struggles with fielding. Other than that, he is arguably one of the better young hitters in the game. That is a fair assessment to make. We know that he struggles with his defense. So, knowing Miguel Andujar, knowing the Yankees, it's still got to be the right deal for me. I see a lot of people on here just say, "Oh, trade Andujar." You don't just trade Andujar when he's injured. I mean, look how good this guy was last year. He was having good at-bats this year. You do not trade Miguel Andujar just because you could, because now there's replacements. You don't do that. You don't do that. So, no, there's no way I would look to trade him right now unless the Mets or somebody asked for him for a guy like Syndergaard and that was a holdup. If that's a holdup in a trade for a Syndergaard or for Luis Castillo or somebody at that level, then yeah, I'm considering it. I have a feeling he's getting traded next season for a starting pitcher. That's very, very possible. That's very possible. Aaron Judge is the truth, my friend. Thank you, man. Does Sonny Paxton have a spot in the postseason? Wow, yes, of course he would. Multiple reasons. If he doesn't start, which I would expect him to start, even with the bad performance last time out, he still got time to make a lot of things up. But he could be very effective as a lefty that could come into games and just rear back and fire. Nate says, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't NY try to acquire / reach out to Greinke years ago when he was with Kansas City? Yes, and they also spoke about him when he was a free agent, but weren't going nowhere near him because of the anxiety issues. And that was something that scared the Yankees. And apparently he also didn't want to go to a major city. He did go to Los Angeles, but the Angels are the Angels. The Angels aren't the Dodgers. But Greinke's a very good pitcher. I don't know if he's over those things. That's something that we heard about years ago. Maybe he's over the anxiety things now. I don't know. He's been one of the best pitchers in baseball since he's been here. So he's an excellent guy. I just don't see him going to the Yankees. He was also on the Dodgers. Yes. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he got over the anxiety issues, even in LA and whatnot. He might have got over those things. So he very well could have gotten over all the anxiety issues playing for teams like the Angels and the Dodgers. So that's very possible. I don't know if it's to the point of where he could potentially still handle the Yankees, something like New York. He was excellent with both Los Angeles clubs. Actually, very good. Robbie Ray is mediocre too, and so is Boyd. So your idea of, and I'm not even going to go into this, but your idea of mediocre is two of the best strikeout pitchers in baseball. Mediocre has really changed, folks. Mediocre has really changed. Now, to sit there and say that these guys are the greatest options for the Yankees, that's fair. That's fair. To say maybe they're not the best fit for the Yankees right now, I could make sense of that one. I could make sense of that. To say that they're mediocre is a whole nother ballgame. To say that they're mediocre makes no sense. You're looking at two of the best strikeout pitchers in all of baseball. Not just their division, not just their league. You're looking at two of the best strikeout pitchers in Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball. Matt Boyd already surpassed his strikeout numbers from last year in 50 less innings. Robbie Ray's on his way to another 200 plus strikeout season. Well, Perry, I mean that's the thing. Well, here's the thing that's odd, and I you guys know I tend to repeat myself when it's something I want to get across to people. A lot of people, that's why I get mad when people bring up the idea of this over the top. The only guy who can bring you anywhere to I think as a sure thing for the Yankees is somebody that could pitch in the postseason, and you have no concern of can they do it. Madison Bumgarner is the only guy that you can look at right now and go, well, pitching in the postseason won't be a problem. We know that. Everybody else is potential. Everybody else is potential. So that's why I don't like this idea of we need this guy. Well, you're kind of limiting what you're going to do. And that's the wrong way to go about it for the Yankees. You can't limit what you're going to do. There isn't many others out there. So to say that a Robbie Ray or a Boyd is overrated, I got to question your baseball knowledge. Yeah, Garrett Cole in the offseason, we know, look, it's going to be the same feeling that it was with guys like Machado and with Corbin when Garrett almost really felt they will be Yankees. It's going to be that same feeling because we're already hearing the rumors. Well, Cole wants to be a Yankee, so we'll see. At the end of the day, money's going to do it. Are the Yankees going to be willing to go more than what Corbin got? Because that's what he's going to want. And it'll go from there. But the Yankees should go out and add as much as possible today. If you listen to my video about prospect hugging, I break it down on why I feel it's a poor idea for a team like the Yankees. So go check that video out if you have not. It goes into detail about the idea of prospect hugging, how it makes no sense, little to no sense whatsoever. So definitely check that video out if you had some time to do it, especially for this club. Mike Minor is a legit option. He is a legit option. He does have apparently He has the Yankees as a no-trade clause right now, so he can reject the deal to New York. He may not. He may want to go to the Yankees. But I could see that happening. I still see Stroman and Ray, primarily Robbie Ray, as the guy for the Yankees if it's not Madison Bumgarner. I think Madison Bumgarner is a guy that they could fold into. But Robbie Ray seems like he's the guy. Tigers want Gleyber Torres. And no, that's not going to happen. We know that. But there's nothing wrong with the Tigers asking that. The Tigers have every right to ask that. Pete, Yankees have traded Frazier to Rangers for Minor, apparently. To some on Twitter, any news on that? None at all. None at all. DJ Steels. I see you, Steels. Where's my disco lights? What's the matter? I'm trying to fix it here. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. You're going to give me nightmares. All right, guys. I'm going to get ready to jump off here. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for being in the chat. Out of nowhere, 100+ people. Again, you guys are the best. We got so much more to discuss. Stick around as I will be doing my Lion King review. Simonetti reviews. It just goes well. It's going to be a beautiful new thing I'm going to do. It's called Simonetti Reviews. You guys are going to like it. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. You're going to love everything about it. You're going to love everything about it. Best email ever. Talk to you guys soon. You guys are the best. Again, we will continue to have these chats. We will continue talking about the deadline, and it's coming up next week. It's going to be extremely fun. Talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much.